just about to wind up with the ultimate bout of the evening. And this is a super welterweight contest over 6 rounds. Officials for this bout, Judge 1, T.A. Brown, Judge 2, Sule Issa, and Judge 3, John A. Coffey. Now introducing the boxer fighting from the blue corner, spotted in the white trunks, black shoe, and blue gloves to match from the Wisdom Boxing Gym with a weight of 154.2 pounds. Presenting to you the boxer with the official record of 2 fights, no win, 2 defeats, no draw. Presenting to you Patrick Cudjoe. Switching over to the red corner, this evening is wearing white trunk with black trimmings, red gloves, and black shoe to match with a weight of 156.2 pounds. This is the boxer from the Akotoku Academy right here in Accra with the official record of 5 fights, 1 draw, 1 win, and 3 defeats. Presenting to you the boxer, Ernest Ampah. And the man in the center of this fight is Nathaniel Cote.
So referee Nathaniel Cote will take us through the last bout
guys, you know the rules.
of Fight 911.
Obey my command. Fight hard, fight clean. Touch gloves.
Boxers are ready for action. Our referee is also ready for action. So are the judges at ringside.
Round 1.
So the heavens have blessed us with showers of blessings. And this is the way we would want to end Fight Night 11. Ampah in the white trunks but with a black trim. Patrick has fought twice. He's lost both of those fights. Ampah has a couple of draws and losses to his credit as well, but has secured some important wins in his boxing career.
Well, Prince, in the same ring, last 2 weeks, Ernest Ampah had a good fight here, but he fought with one difficult opponent. We gave him some difficult moments, and we know how the result ended up. And I'm sure Ernest Ampah, today in the ring with Patrick Cudjoe, there is one thing in his mind, and it's all about redemption. He needs to redeem himself, redeem himself to show his fans that what happened last 2 weeks, he didn't get his style, his bearings right, but this time around he needs to make things right. Patrick Cudjoe fighting from the Wisdom Gym with the blue gloves. Ernest Ampah from Akotoku Academy with the red gloves. And Patrick starting with a jab, establishment, probing with a jab. Ampah trying to get into the pocket of Patrick to see if he can land some hefty punches. But Patrick is making things difficult for Ernest Ampah to get into his pocket. And there goes Ernest Ampah. He lands one but misses one there from Ernest Ampah.
Carefully prodding forward to see whether he can make some inroads. That's Ernest Ampah tries to work on the head of his opponent, also known as the Spy Hunter. Not too sure whether he will be successful in his hunting career, at least not this evening. It looks like Ernest Ampah is sending the fight to him. Patrick tries to fight back.
Well, I must say Patrick is keeping his guard in terms of defensive, very intact there. And is making, finding the way through in terms of Ernest Ampah's punches, getting through Patrick's defense, a difficult one, and there goes trading punches from two fighters, and there goes a bell. Pep talk there from his corner man.
Second out. Round 2.
Here we go, bell for round 2. Boxers will have another round to show what they can do. And a couple of the die-hard boxers have still stayed with us here, wanting to watch the last bout and how it turns out. That's Ampah trying to open up. Patrick fights back. And among those who stayed to watch the game include the Greater Accra Regional Football Association chairman, Samuel Abuabri, also known as Qatar, together with his able lieutenant, Mr. George Afoklenyue. They've left football, following boxing for now. A big thanks to them. Patrick tries to fight back. Those hooks are not as effective and efficient not to beat Ampah.
Yeah, and that is what Patrick is trying to use on Ampah. In as much as Ampah is turning up the heat to Patrick, he needs to be careful with his defensive duties. A couple of times he lands, throws punches very wild, and he gets his defense very bad there. And if Patrick is very, very swift, he can just connect with some punches. There goes Patrick again, roughing things up there with Ernest Ampah. There goes a punch that lands clean for Ernest Ampah. He tries to land another one to Patrick Cudjoe. Patrick also trying to retaliate, but he goes in for the clinch, which referee has to step in. Fight taking up the center stage again. It is Patrick who's trying to use his long reach. Some couple of jab establishment, but Ernest Ampah trying to get into the pocket of Patrick to see if he can land some combinations and hefty punches. But a caution there from the referee to Patrick Cudjoe. That was a wild miss there from Ernest Ampah. Ernest Ampah going in strong again, trying to land some couple of punches to Patrick Cudjoe. And his corner man shouting on Ernest Ampah to take the heat off on Patrick Cudjoe. Patrick also senses that anytime Ernest comes in strong, he just get away from danger zone. I must say, smart boxing there from Patrick Cudjoe, trying to use his jab to probe and blind Ernest Ampah. Anytime Ernest Ampah gets into the pocket, Patrick Cudjoe gets into the clinch game, and that, in a way, brings exactly points made from Prince. And round 3, the super welterweight contest between Akotoku's Academy Zone and Ernest Ampah in the red gloves, fighting up against Patrick Cudjoe from Wisdom Gym in the blue gloves. And Ernest Ampah started strong there. This time around is marching on and trying to face and go toe-to-toe with Patrick Cudjoe. A right cross lands for Ernest Ampah, and another one lands for Ernest Ampah. And this time he's trying to get in the pocket of Patrick Cudjoe, and Patrick gets in a clinch game. And this time around, referee wants Patrick to stop that kind of illegal means clinching Ernest Ampah. And Ernest chases on, stalking his opponent, trying to get a good angle to land a couple of punches to Patrick, and Patrick stumbles there. And if Ernest is going to take advantage of that, couple of seconds ago Patrick misses, and that was a right that lands on Patrick. And let's see if Ernest Ampah is going to continue with that heat. Some couple of shots landed for Ernest. He's chasing on Patrick. Patrick is also back in the ropes. And that was a right cross there from Ernest Ampah again. Patrick also trying to land some couple of jabs, but he misses. And then has tried another cross again. This time from the left side. Patrick also have a game plan, using his jab to create space for him so that Ernest Ampah finds some difficulties getting into the inside of Patrick. Wild miss there from Ernest. Another wild miss there from Ernest again. He's trying to get closer to Patrick to land his signature move of punches. Left one glazes slightly on the face of Patrick from Ernest. Fight taken up center stage. It is Patrick Cudjoe who's trying to fight from the back foot using the jab. Ernest trying to land but misses there. Patrick using the jab to create space for himself so that Ernest don't get into his pocket. And wild miss there from Ernest. Patrick tried to capitalize on that. And Ernest also fight back. Last 10 seconds to go. Ernest Ampah and Patrick Cudjoe. Wild miss there from Ernest. Patrick gets into the clinch game. And there goes the bell. Up to Patrick Cudjoe. He needs to be careful. He might be getting into the trap. And if you don't take care, he might fall for the bait. Patrick Cudjoe is setting up for him. And there's round 4. Super welterweight contest. Scheduled for 6 rounds. Behind the 4th round, and then it says Ernest Ampah in the red gloves, Patrick Cudjoe in the blue gloves. Patrick relying on the jab. Try to stick some left double jab there, but it's not really landing cleaner. Ernest marching on, trying to close the gap. And there was a double jab there, landing clean for Patrick Cudjoe. He lands 2 couple of punches, then he goes in for the clinch game. Smart boxing there from Patrick Cudjoe. But then it's Ernest Ampah trying to get in the pockets of Patrick Cudjoe. And Patrick backs up the ropes. Ernest marching on to see if he can get close and land some effective punches. And wild miss there from Ernest Ampah. Patrick Cudjoe trying to make things quite difficult for Ernest Ampah. Anytime Ernest gets into the inside game, he uses his long reach to probe with jabs. And that is quite making things difficult for Ernest Ampah to get into the inside game to land some couple of punches to Patrick Cudjoe. He bobs and weaves, but Patrick Cudjoe also trying to fight from the back foot. And that's a wild miss there from Ernest Ampah. Ernest taking up the heat to Patrick Cudjoe. Trying to land a couple of punches, and Patrick Cudjoe goes in for the clinch game. And this time around, referee very furious with Patrick Cudjoe. Gives him a warning there. Ernest Ampah marching on, and that was a loss of balance there from Ernest Ampah, which he needs to be careful of, else Patrick Cudjoe can capitalize and take an advantage of that. Patrick Cudjoe using his jab to make things difficult for Ernest Ampah getting in, and the referee steps in. Word of caution to Patrick Cudjoe. And this time around, it is the corner man of Patrick Cudjoe making sure that the wrappers from the gloves of Patrick Cudjoe needs to be tightened well, and it's being dealt with. Fight continues, and Patrick Cudjoe Facing up with Ernest Ampah. Ernest Ampah trying to land some punches using the jab, left jab to the body. Lands for Ernest Ampah. Cudjoe using the jab to probe his way, to make things difficult for Ernest Ampah. Comes in strong, but there goes the bell.
I have been impressed with Patrick, but most especially with his corner. They're giving him the guidelines as to what to do. He goes in for the 50-50 opportunities. He lands a couple of jabs, and then he goes for the break. This he is doing to see whether he can claw back some pride in terms of points earned or gathered. Now you realize again that he's also got the longer reach.
Yeah.
And so it's not too difficult for him to hit target or to hit his opponent when he wants.
And Prince, this is what you were talking about, the game plan of Patrick Cudjoe. He might be setting some bait and trap for Ernest Ampah. And that is something Ernest needs to be careful of. His long reach is something which is making him use as an advantage on Ernest Ampah. This time around, Ernest trying to get his way through with that hefty punches of his. And Patrick Cudjoe trying to use his jab. Double jab there from Patrick Cudjoe. And Ernest Ampah trying to go downstairs of Patrick Cudjoe. And Patrick also using his long reach, the jab establishment. And there goes, he clinches his opponent. Ernest Ampah marching on to see if he can take the heat on to Patrick Cudjoe. And this time around, a clinch game from Patrick Cudjoe. And at this point in time, and it's as Ernest who has to derive different tactics to see if he can get something that can really shake up Patrick Cudjoe. Patrick is using his long reach jab establishment, and that game plan is working perfectly for Patrick Cudjoe. And there goes Ernest Ampah. Patrick Cudjoe misses there with two double punches. And Ernest Ampah trying to see if he can land some couple of punches. He goes in strong there. And Patrick Cudjoe clinches. Ernest Ampah and Patrick Cudjoe, last 10 seconds to go. Wild miss there from Ernest Ampah and Patrick Cudjoe. Try to capitalize on that. This is the last round of the super welterweight contest.
And the final round.
Between Okotoku Academy's own Ernest Ampah and Wisdom Gym, Patrick Cudjoe. Patrick Cudjoe in blue gloves and Ernest Ampah with the red gloves. And look as the heat is mounting on Cudjoe and Ernest Ampah. Ampah going in strong there, trying to land a couple of punches. And he's trying to get into the inside game with Patrick Cudjoe. But I think in as much as Ernest Ampah getting into the inside game of Patrick Cudjoe, he should try getting into the body shot of Patrick Cudjoe and see if he can work the body of Patrick. Then he can go upstairs. Maybe that could do the trick for Ernest Ampah. But for Patrick Cudjoe, his game plan is working perfectly for him. And Patrick once again using the jab to probe his way through. Ernest trying to land that, but a referee Steps in, word of caution to both fighters. Fight continues. Wild miss there from Ernest Ampah. Another wild miss there from Ernest Ampah again, and Patrick Cudjoe using his jab to probe on Ernest Ampah. Another punch lands for Patrick Cudjoe. And this time around, he's fighting on the back foot and using his long reach to his advantage. And that was a punch that lands for Patrick Cudjoe. Smart boxing there from Patrick Cudjoe. He lands a couple of punches. And anytime Ernest Ampah is coming in strong, then he goes in for the clinch game. Well, if you ask me, that is a smart boxing there from Patrick Cudjoe. And Ernest Ampah marching on. He's trying to bob and weave his way through and see if he can connect with punch or punches combination. He gets one to the body of Patrick. And that is what I'm talking about. He needs to go to the body before he goes upstairs. Work the body of Patrick Cudjoe, then you can go upstairs. But last 30 seconds to go. And let's see if that can do some damage on Patrick from Ernest. But Patrick is relying on his game plan. Fight from the back foot. Use your long reach and use a jab establishment. Now it is Ernest Ampah who is targeting the body of Patrick Cudjoe. Last 10 seconds to go. Let's see who is going to be. Ernest Ampah lands one to the body of Patrick Cudjoe. And Patrick Cudjoe fighting from the back foot, and there goes the bell. Great sportsmanship from both fighters.
Well, viewers, I have the verdicts. Before the verdicts, shall we put hands together for the two boxes? Now, let me also thank the officials for tonight's championship. The GBA president, Ibrahim Kote, supported by Ibrahim, the big man who came and supported him, Rabon Dudu, the first vice president, secretary to the GBA, Ernestina Kusi, clerk of skill, J. Annan, master scorecard keeper, J. Annan, bellman, Edward Asante, he is the physician, and the bellman is Edward Addo. And then we want to say thank you to our match commissioner, Lord Akwe, and the ringside supervisor, Derek Ankra. Let me also thank officers from the Ghana Ambulance Service, ASEMT Yakubu Alote. Thank you for coming. SEMT Lydia Mains and EMT Ifod Weafe. Now we have the verdict. Judge 1 scored the bout 58 to 56. Judge number 2 scored the bout 58 to 56. And judge number 3 scored about 57 to 57. So by a majority win, presenting to you the boxer, ladies and gentlemen, the man that I'm here to give you his name. Are you ready for the winner? Are you ready for the winner? Presenting to you the boxer from the Kotoko Academy, Ernest Ampah. Ernest, congratulations. Charlie Tete.
Thank you.
Mene Onamisha ke Owini. Mini trackers and Onamisha.
Non trackers and Manamisha. Next one in Banoe. No, second one, my omelette chapitos and my famous correction. Nima win. Minaka, a Jabua in the fast. No, I say my double guide, my yeno. Nini the one about Dogba. No need correction if here. Ni Atasha can be way. No Boko is a 20 back. Ojoba.
Onamisha, Ona.
Inamisha.
Mini Yomoyoka fans.
Me that fans say Shaka Bakwemi. Support them, Kiami. She no nation jacket. Work bound to buy a fair fight. Kiani, I'm a small gamer. I'm a support. I will give me wa. Cody woman may or support they say. Now me wa to bar. Work by me fire. Now make a support. I will give me to bar.
Thank you very much, Ernest Ampah. My name is Mohammed Amin Lamte.